Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Breaking Bets, episode 11. We got the full crew back, boys.
We're back. Family mattered.
How was the weekend?
Back in action.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Huge weekend coming up, boys.
Julio Jones to the Eagles?
Today, Junior.
Billy. Jam-packed episode today, boys. We're going to go through
A
lot of content. We're going to go NBA outlook, little preview for the NBA starting up next Thursday. We're going to do UFC.
Just a little bit of UFC.
Just a little bit. Just a little dabble.
A little sprinkle.
We got a little bit of the recap of the league championship series of the MLB. Nothing too big, but, we're here to give you all sports on all cylinders. Little college football preview, jam-packed college weekend. Game of the year.
Stay tuned.
Penn State plus 4.5. We already locked it in.
On the story,
It's
locked
fucking.
in.
It's.
Check the IG story for the video.
Here's the thing with Game of the Years. So the rule for Game of the Years is, if it hits, I can keep doing Game of the Years till the end of 2023. If it doesn't hit, done. Can't do another Game of the Year till January 1st. Which is hard because, once January 1st starts, if I do a Game of the Year in March and that shit fails, done. Can't do it the rest of 2024. I'll probably go back on that.
I like that.
Yeah, I'll probably go back on that, but those are the rules. But anyways, boys, ladies, boys and girls,
Mostly boys.
welcome to Breaking Bets.
I'm your host. No, I'm kidding.
Cabral, let's start off with some UFC.
All right, so we're each just going to pick a parlay here just because we're only talking about the two championship fights. First up, we got Volkanovski versus Islam. Let me get the odds up real quick. I just had them.
Two big fights this
Pretty
weekend.
big odd difference.
Yeah, so Volk is the underdog at plus 210. Islam favorite minus 265. My pick for this, I'm going Volkanovski. I just hate Islam, honestly. Not the place.
That was yo, you gotta fucking.
Good catch.
That was a good catch.
I wanted to clarify it.
No.
I just hate that guy. Volk's take.
I'm going Volk too. I think that's too big of an odd difference.
He won the first fight.
He did win the first fight, but of course, it's rigged, so he didn't get the win.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm taking Volkanovski.
And you see.
Oh, actually, no, my bad.
Yeah,
Islam. Yeah, I'm taking Islam.
You've seen how angry
What's
Volk
up?
was after that loss too.
265.
Yeah, we're taking Islam on that.
All right.
You won me money the first time. The first time they fought.
I
Big
lost.
parlay.
I feel like this next one isn't even a fucking question at this point.
Oh, yeah. So next up, we got Chimaev versus Usman. Chimaev is minus 300. Usman plus 235.
So
I have a couple things to say about this. Usman's so washed. The guy can't even walk outside of the UFC.
he has to walk upstairs backwards,
Yeah,
and
how bad his
he's
shins
36 years old. There was a video of him where he was sparring, and he was like, "Oh, something popped."
Yeah, the other day with Gaethje.
So I don't know what's up with that. He commented under it and said it was false. So I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I just think Chimaev's the scariest guy in UFC, not named
And
John Jones.
Usman hasn't won a fight in
No, he lost his last two
Yeah.
to Leon. And, dude, Chimaev's way better than Leon, I think. Chimaev's nasty.
Pretty big skill gap, and in my opinion.
So, who are you going on this?
Yeah, I'm taking Kazmat.
All right, so our parlay, Joe, plus 313 to 100 to win 313. Moose, your parlay would come out to minus 120. Lacking a lot of juice.
120 to win 100, though.
Some juice.
Yeah,
Two
120
both
to win 100.
favorites.
Yeah, you
both
can't win if you
favorites.
don't bet,
I don't have any.
What you
I
could
don't have
do
any underdog juice in
To
that.
juice it up is take method of winning. Like Islam submission or Hamzat knocks out Usman.
I don't really like that though.
Chill.
Those are way too risky, dude.
I'm not gonna claim to know UFC right now, but I do know a little bit. I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot about these fighters, so I'm waiting for a special friend, Paul Roach, to send me his picks. And if he sends me these picks during this segment, I definitely will be throwing down a little on these. Not much, but because I got a lot riding on college. Big game of the year.
Yeah, I don't have much, so that's why I'm doing UFC.
No, fair enough.
I like mixing in chill football and UFC
Oh,
in
yeah,
a parlay.
Sports Equinox better be here.
This is a huge
It
sports
is here.
equinox, dude. It is here. I mean, we got playoff baseball right now.
NBA starting up.
NBA starting up next week. We got hockey going on. We got NFL. We got college football. I mean, boys, we're out of the dog days.
Dude.
What a time to be alive, honestly.
Honestly, when you grow up, when you're not a kid anymore in high school, fall's the best friggin' month of the year.
Oh,
I mean, not
100%.
month, season.
Agreed.
Fall's by far the best. Best weather, best food.
I would still
sports
probably
in
give it to summer, but fall.
I'm not
They
even
got- they
big
got
on
numbers.
It's
summer
not even like we
anymore.
got summer break for school anymore. So
Nah, just like hot weather.
He's like
Alright.
just chilling.
I
best
like
time for
I like
gambling.
the summer, but it's just fall, man. You got all the sports. I mean, football's just king, dude.
yeah, and perfect. I like the fall weather the most.
Yeah,
Like
I
some,
like-
summer Sundays, like there's literally nothing to do. You're just
Yeah.
sweating dick in your room. Fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
But
Oh, but that winter, that guy's a jackass.
yeah, winter sucks. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
But
especially in Mass.
so that's all we have for UFC right now.
Yeah, and I just wanted to bring up those two fights.
just
Everyone,
They're the only really big fights in that.
Yeah, Paul hasn't gotten back to me yet, so I guess we'll move on. MLB, we got the Astros came back last night. They're only down 2-1 now. It's in Houston. Hopefully they can catch another win. Not rooting for them, but I root for good series in the
I
MLB.
always want to see the Astros fail.
Why? Because of the cheating scandal.
They're like scumbags. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like-
And then we got the Phillies up 2-0 in the series right now. Game 3 is going on as we speak. Bottom of the 8th, Phillies 1, Diamondbacks 1. Philly's just an electric place to be right now. I mean, those fans are fucking out of their minds. I saw something on Twitter before we recorded that they bought a ton of seats at the Diamondbacks Stadium to prevent like Diamondbacks fans from going to the game.
lunatics, dude.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
I
Pay
mean,
double for your ticket, pretty much.
yeah, I mean, me and Musak talked about this the other day. Like, Philly's giving like that reminiscence of like what we had in high school when like we were going to all the parades. I mean, Philly hasn't won anything yet, but I'm saying like all their teams are having like playoff runs.
Yeah, they're all having a lot of success.
Yeah, like you got the Eagles who made the Super Bowl last year. You got the 76ers. They haven't made the conference finals, but I mean they do at least make it deep into the second round.
Fake MVP they
They
got
just
over there
need
too.
an NHL team because their team is fucking trash.
The
every
Flyers.
year.
Yeah.
Terrible every year.
But then the Phillies, I mean, they made the World Series last year, and then they're making a fucking electric run
And
this
they got
year.
the best hair in baseball.
Bryce Harper,
Yeah.
and they got the biggest stud in baseball, Nick Castellanos, dude. Fucking stud. But yeah, that's all about I have for MLB, unless you had anything.
Yeah, I don't have too much. Just I like the Philly series. Philly should probably pull it off.
Yeah.
The Astros are like the betting favorite to win the World Series, but I feel like the Phillies.
Yeah, who do all you have to win the World Series?
Phillies.
Diamondbacks.
Interesting.
I'll take the Phillies.
I just
Yeah, I
like
like
the Diamondbacks
Phillies.
as a team. Like,
And it's
Yeah.
it's kind of cool how the Astros and the Rangers, they're both Texas teams.
yeah,
So, like,
it's like
Texas.
the Texas,
I just
it's like
fucking
the Texas
hate-
series.
I just don't like Philly.
Yeah, they're gonna get a World Series.
Dude, if Philly
appearance
wins
out of
something, we're
Texas.
never gonna hear the end of it as Boston fans.
All right, now.
It's gonna be in every argument on Twitter.
Well, just bring up Tatum's like undefeated versus Embiid in the playoffs. For a
Dude, they
series,
still
dude.
don't care. Like, they'll bring up some crazy shit. Like,
Yeah. No, Philly's on an insane run. I do think they're going to pull out the World Series, though. I feel like they're just too electric right now to not win the World Series, and anything
100%.
else would be a very...
Yeah, they got the most momentum.
Yeah. NFL, before we get into our NBA preview, not much headlines from this week, boys.
Wow.
Julio, how much of a difference does Julio Jones make for
it's
the
gonna be the
Eagles?
same thing as when he went to the Titans.
I don't think it's
not
like
really
a
doing anything.
He's pretty washed.
like a play
Won't make
difference
too
at
much
all,
difference.
but maybe like mentorship
One at a
to the
time.
guys.
One at a time, boys. One at a time. How much does Julio Jones make a difference for the Eagles?
All right. Well, I think he's just gonna mentor AJ Brown and Devontae a little bit. I don't think it's gonna be like an immediate in-play impact at all. Like
He already
in
got to
Washington.
mentor AJ Brown a little bit before he went to the Bucks.
Yeah. Didn't they play on Tennessee together?
Yeah, but like he went to the Bucks right after that. But he did do like pretty decent with Brady. But it's Brady, like, and he had Mike Evans and Godwin next to him. So like,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I think he's probably washed. At this
I don't know
point.
what he's gonna do with Jalen Hurts. Like, I can't really predict it.
I
We're at
mean-
number 82. Like,
Yeah.
He's gonna be the third string receiver at best.
As much as a all-time wide receiver he is, I don't think it makes that much of a difference for them. So, yeah, I mean, Julio Jones to the Eagles. Nice. My other headline I got is, let's ask the question right now. Does Belichick need to go?
Needs to go with GM. Maybe like I know you'd never do it, but
GM 100% needs to go. He shouldn't have been GM in the first place. He can't draft. He can't really make trades. So, I don't know.
maybe make him DC.
So, there already is talk about Kraft in the Patriots facility that they're ready to move on from GM and head coach and just make Gerard Mayo everything.
It would just kind of suck for him because he's so close to Shula's record. Actually, 19 games away.
Yeah, I think we should still keep him as head coach.
He needs to
I don't think just get rid of him, kick him out, make him retire.
No, I can agree with that. GM definitely needs to go, though.
He's only drafted 2 All-Pro players since 2014. 2 of those players being special teamers. So, not good. But, I mean, the other question I have is, if Belichick were to go, who can fill his place as head coach?
Gerard Mayo is the number 1 option.
I don't know. They're talking about Detroit to OC Ben Johnson.
You know what's so funny? I was literally just thinking that.
Really?
Yeah.
They're
Bro,
saying
anything to fucking spark our offense.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Bill doesn't care about our offense enough. He's always been defensive minded. He does not care about our offense.
If you keep Bill as head coach, you got to get one of these new young offensive minded guys in at OC. You see it Mike McDaniel's now the head coach of the Dolphins, and you got the Shanahans, you got the McVays, you got the LaFleurs. You need a young
even Kevin O'Connell with the Vikings last year, offensive guy.
Legit.
Yeah, I'd like to see us bring in maybe someone from college coach.
I heard on Felger and Mavs today they were talking about bringing in Ryan Day.
The only thing that
Hell
I
no,
don't really know.
fucking you Ryan Day. Oh my god, he hasn't even done a good job with Ohio State, dude. That's so bad.
College transitioning into NFL never works for coaching. Bill O'Brien doesn't even look like what he did in 2007.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, too. But Ryan Day, out of all the college coaches, Jesus Christ, that guy hasn't even done anything with the... I mean, Ohio State's Ohio State. They're going to be good every year. But he literally hasn't beat Michigan since he's been head coach since Urban Meyer left.
Jesus.
That's why he was so mad after the win against Notre Dame, freaking out on the 86-year-old Lou Holtz. I mean... Yeah, Ryan Day, that would be bad.
I think their point was they were just talking about how many NFL QBs he produces, and it would just be good for a young QB in New England. But still,
I already heard they're in tanking form. They want to lose more than one.
Well, Kraft said he'd rather not win 2 or more games. If you're only going to win 2 or more games, might as well just tank.
Just throw I don't mean to swear so much, but just throw Malik Cunningham in for the rest of the year. See what he can do with the ball. He can make plays. Mac Jones literally can't do anything on offense. I'm not blaming him for everything.
I'd be down for that.
Just see what he can do.
Yeah, we need a change.
Zappy is literally Mac Jones hybrid. I don't just throw him on the practice squad. Bench Mac Jones.
Dude, Zappy sucks too.
He's literally just Mac Jones, but a little bit worse.
So the problem is that if we might not be bad enough to get a top 3 pick. That's terrible to say, but we might not be bad enough to get a top 3 pick.
I agree.
But
I don't see them doing that.
I'll take Drake May at pick 5.
But that's the thing. We don't even know.
Go 2 and 3.
But we don't know if Drake May will go to. No, because I think he will definitely go to. If the Broncos get pick 3, I think they're pushing Russell Wilson to the curb and getting May. I think if you're a team that has a questionable quarterback right now, you do whatever you can to get Drake May.
If that's the case, if Marvin Harrison doesn't go top 3, if he can land to us and then we can trade for Kirk Cousins, who is a free agent next year, but something has to spark the offense. Kids grubbing sour skills.
But I'm looking at the Pats schedule now, so let's just
There's a chance that we actually don't win another game. Actually.
Let's predict the rest of the season. So this week, Bills are gonna win. Dolphins win. Awesome. Commanders, I think the Commanders
honestly, we're probably gonna lose that game.
Then you get the Colts. That's probably a winnable game for the Pats.
Yeah.
That's a coin toss.
Where is it?
New England.
They probably win that.
Actually, I know we play the Broncos Christmas Eve, so we'll probably win that.
And then, but after that Colts game, you get the Giants in New York. Pats should win that.
Yeah.
Then Pats Chargers.
Loss.
You should say the Chargers are a guaranteed win, but they lose to random ass teams.
Yeah, that'll be a game.
But let's say a loss.
Kendrick Bourne will have 3 touchdowns for no reason.
Then they get Pittsburgh. Honestly, that Pittsburgh defense is going to make Mac look stupid. Then you got the Chiefs, loss. Broncos, win. Bills, another loss. And then the Jets.
Loss.
Jets are winning.
Probably going to lose that.
Jets are on a hot streak.
They could
right
probably
now.
win 2.
But I don't know. Zach Wilson
2 to
turned
3.
into
2 to 3 games.
Yeah, I see 2 to 3 wins max.
Zach Wilson turns into like 40-year-old Matt Ryan whenever he plays us.
I told this to Musik last podcast. Like, I think the Jets are in like a prime spot to make the playoffs, and Aaron Rodgers returning, and them possibly even making a run.
That would be if they won the Super
would be
Bowl with
nuts.
Rodgers coming back in the playoffs, that'd be the sickest 30 for 30 I'd ever see. Like, you'd never see. Years from now.
But yeah, so as it stands, the current 2024 NFL draft order would be the Chicago Bears via Carolina, number 1. Number 2 would be the Chicago Bears. Number 3 would be the Broncos. Number 4 would be the Cardinals. Number 5 would be the Giants. 6 would be Patriots.
So I don't think they're the hope as of right now that Marvin falls, because if the Bears get top 2 picks, you could lock in Caleb and Marvin going to Chicago.
And trade Justin Fields for some draft capital.
Like a second round.
Chicago is in an all-time spot right now to make some crazy moves for
Dude,
the
the
future.
Panthers are fucked.
All right,
They're actually done.
Yeah.
I saw they might trade for Judy the other day.
That would work.
Be
They
good
need
for
a wide
Bryce.
receiver. Dalen? I don't know. He's
Actually, Dalen's
Dalen.
Yeah. He beat me in fantasy last week. Pretty sad. But anyways, that's all we have for NFL, boys. Let's get into our NBA preview starting next Thursday. I'm very excited to see Charles Barkley and the boys back.
Oh, I love that TNT crew. They're the best crew in sports.
I'm just
100%.
excited to see basketball back.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited for Celtics ball.
This is the most excited I've been for a Celtics team in like years.
Well, every year I get more and more excited, and now it's finally like worth it. But you guys want to do some like end of season predictions?
Well, we'll wait for that. Let's get into who do you think are some breakout players this year in the NBA?
All right, I'm going to start off because I really want to talk about this. Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench, averaging 21 points in the preseason with the starters playing, shooting 52% of the field. This is his year to do something. He just signed the $30 million extension.
I'm seeing all Celtics reporters saying like he looks like a completely different player. Like the breakout's
Yeah,
coming. That's why Brad locked him up now for dirt cheap.
He's looking
4
actually
years.
like insane. Shooting 53% of the field is like, even though it's preseason, like he's playing against starters.
Literally, his only weakness is his size because it makes him a defensive liability.
But
that guy's 6'3", Steph Curry. Literally, though.
So that's my first one. You guys can say it first.
My breakout. He's already a good player. Everyone knows him. But I think Josh Giddey takes the leap into a star this year.
He's
Guy's
like a
walking
true.
triple-double.
He's like a true point guard, even though he's like
And he's like 6'9".
yeah, even though he's fucking
What
7 feet.
team does he play on?
OKC.
Jesus Christ.
Do you not actually watch basketball?
Dude, I'm not too hip on the NBA.
Yeah, he plays for OKC. They're a young team.
You got a breakout, Seth?
My breakout, I wouldn't say he's like a breakout, but I just feel like he's going to be like an MVP caliber player this year. De'Aaron Fox.
I love Fox.
Yeah,
The Kings
Yeah, I
were
like him.
absolutely electric last season.
he's an electric player. Like
And
Yeah,
the Kings are going to light the beam a lot this season.
I love the light the beam thing, but Fox is probably the best number 2 option in the league.
Who's the number one?
Sabonis.
Sabonis.
He's actually a fucking
No.
prop machine.
I was going to say, all you had to do all season last year, do an alt prop of like Sabonis 10 rebounds.
I roll that every night and it would
Me
hit.
too.
And his assists, he'd get like 7 a game.
Sabonis was part of like my best bet I ever hit, and it was $1 to win like $365, all first baskets. It was like it was the NBA playoffs. It was like Jaylen Brown to get the first basket. He got it. I was like, oh. Second basket, it was like Jalen Brunson, and then like he got fouled, went to the line, hit it, boom. That I'm like, oh, this has some life now. So now I'm just waiting on Sabonis, dude. And so we go to the bar, and for some reason they don't have the game on the TV. And then, so I'm just looking at this shit on my phone at this point. And then, like, dude, it was like Klay Thompson miss.
Yeah, there was 10 misses.
It was
in
like
a row, I remember.
De'Aaron Fox and miss, Kevin Huerter miss, Klay Thompson miss. And then it was just like Draymond Green personal shooting foul. And I was like, no. Because obviously, if Draymond Green's fouling someone, it has to be Sabonis.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden on my phone, I see Domantas Sabonis hits free throw 1 out of 1.
That's electric.
So electric, dude.
All right.
Wait, Moose,
Breakout.
you got a breakout?
Yeah, my breakout player, Kristaps Porzingis for the
Dude.
Celtics.
I mean, he averaged 27 points or 26 points last year.
23.
He's already pretty good, but he's gonna
No,
take
I mean-
another step.
I think this is the year where he finally can be himself. Like just stay back, let Brown, Tatum.
Yeah,
do
there's
their
a
thing.
team around him now. He's
Yeah.
playing on like the
He
Wizards.
doesn't have to do
and
much,
shit.
but what he does will be.
He's playing on like the
helpful.
Wizards and the Knicks with no one.
Breakout player 2, I have Jordan Poole, number 1 option with Kuzma. This is his James Harden year on the Rockets.
I don't think he'll be as good as Harden, but like points per game wise,
Yeah.
he's gonna average like 26 minimum.
This is a breakout year, 100%. He can finally do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to play behind Curry or Klay Thompson anymore.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be nasty this year. I just don't like him. I think he's a diva.
Oh yeah, he's another diva. That Draymond Green situation, but Draymond's a diva too. So
My next breakout is the fellow king who will be lighting the beam a lot this year, Keegan Murray. That guy was an electric shooter in the rookie.
he was
He's
even
a
playing
big
in
part.
summer league, dropping 40 points this year.
Bro, he's nasty. He's gonna be a beast this year. 3-and-D, big man.
Is Buddy healed on the Kings?
No, he's on the
Indiana,
Pacers.
but they better trade him.
Celtics.
Yeah, so my second and final breakout player is going to be Cade Cunningham. I think this is the year he actually, gets into that all-star level.
Yeah, we haven't seen him get to do anything yet.
I
He's been
wrote
hurt.
3 down, and I also had Cade as my last. I think this is the year you see the number 1 pick, Cade.
Yeah. I mean, I watched him at college. He lit it up in March Madness. He was nasty. Very well-deserved number 1 pick. I know he got hurt last year, but I think Cade Cunningham will be an all-star this year.
He kind of plays similar to Luka, like big point guards who just do everything. Maybe not as good. Obviously not as good, but I'm just saying it's play style. I think he's gonna break out too.
I'd like Marcus Sasser, rookie.
For the Heat?
I'm
Or
honestly,
no,
I think he's on the Mavs.
dude, no, he's not.
You
gotta just cut Moose out.
I know the name. I forget what team he's on.
He was lighting it up in March Madness though. That's all
You have him
I
as
remember.
rookie of the year.
Nah,
Oh, he's a Piston, Music.
Pistons.
Kid said Mavs.
Marcus Sasser, Pistons.
What position did he play?
Point guard.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Did
Just
you say
testing
your
him.
second?
Yeah, Keegan Murray.
All right, so my third is Tyrese Maxey. He's going to finally become like a true number 1 option if Harden leaves.
I like that.
I don't think he'll be the number 1, obviously, with Embiid, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna,
mean,
like,
obviously
ta-
Embiid.
be
But he's
that-
gonna take control of the offense, I think.
Yeah, I agree, especially if Harden's gone.
He's one of those players that, like, is always open.
No,
Like,
I
he
know.
can create space very easily.
Well, this year he's going to be screwed going up against White and Drew in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's getting locked up.
Oh, I got another breakout. Brandon Miller, Hornets.
That's a rookie, not really a
Kids only
breakout
saying
player.
rookies, dude.
Yeah, those are my 2 breakouts.
Well, you got to have him as, like, rookie of the year.
All right, so we'll move on to that. From Cabral all the way down to Joseph, who is going to win the Rookie of the Year?
All right, so I'm going to say who I think's going to win and then my 2 runner-ups.
Just say all 3 at once.
I think I'm honestly riding Chet. I don't know. I know everyone's going to say Wemby, but I think there's value on Chet. And honestly, wouldn't be surprised if Wemby gets hurt. Never wish injuries upon a guy, but someone that big. But my runner-ups are, of course, Wemby as one of them, and Amen Thompson for the Rockets. Is that the Thompson brother who went there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nasty, and all that shit with Kevin Porter Jr. that just happened. He just got
They're gonna
traded for like
need
a
someone to
second-round
step up.
pick. He's gonna like
He already
start
got-
right away.
He already got released from OKC.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. But big point guard, great on defense. If he could just average like 15 points a night, he's definitely in consideration.
Yeah. My rookie of the year, Chet, Wemby, and then Cam Whitmore on the Rockets. I don't know how he slept to the 20th pick of the draft.
Oh, no, that was ridiculous. I wanted the Celtics to
Same.
take him. And we passed on
But
it.
I like Jordan
No,
Walsh.
right before.
But yeah, Cam Whitmore is like another fucking explosive player. Like insane speed.
Yeah, no, I like him a lot, too.
He reminds me of Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, no, I see the comparisons. I see a little De'Aaron, too.
Yeah.
Steph's boy.
Do you guys have any?
As Lee Corso says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this pick is strictly business. Victor Wembanyama is winning the Rookie of the Year. It's the
should.
obvious choice. I mean, looking at his preseason highlights, I mean, these teams are shitting their pants against him. It's ridiculous. He's catching alley-oops from the three-point line.
Nutmegging.
I mean, I don't know NBA. Well, I do know NBA, but, who the hell is Julius Caesar?
I was about to say that.
But no, I mean, he's going to be a generational guy. I mean, last time someone got as hyped, it was LeBron James, and look at how his career
I'd say
turned
the
out.
last time was Zion, and look at this fat guy.
Jaylen Brown has
Facts.
13
Zion
points
had
in
a
10
lot.
minutes right now.
Yeah, my Rookie of the Year prediction. I'll also take Victor. And runner-up, Brandon Miller.
I like it. Brandon Miller was drafted at 3 for a reason. He's good.
Yeah,
Kid was nasty at Bama, dude.
I got a
Roll
nice.
Tide.
I got a nice sports
Not a Tide
card of
fan.
him.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah,
From Fat Boys?
yeah. Shout out Fat Boys Cards. Go follow
That's
him
the
up.
business.
IG.
Funny-
Whatnot.
Funny you said that. Next Thursday, believe it will be episode 13. We will be having an interview with Adam Cook, leader of the Fat Boys card industry.
Sports
It's gonna
cards.
be a good one. Gonna
Yep.
have a lot of questions.
Absolutely.
Tune in.
So, next defensive player of the year.
DPOY.
Who is going to win the defensive player of the year award?
You want to start with me?
I'll start. Go on my boy Jason Tatum. He keeps talking about all defensive first teams coming. He could easily average 2 steals and a block a game, honestly. He's going to be playing power forward now primarily with White moving into the starting lineup permanently. So the opportunities for the blocks are there. I just think the guy's nasty on defense, always slept on.
What we see from him in that Nets series, locking up KD going 2
Bro,
for,
legit, he's locking up with a
he held KD going 2 for 13 every time he matched up on him.
arguably the greatest scorer of all time. Then my runner-ups, I got 2 Celtics in my runner-ups. Derek White and Drew Holiday.
Love it.
No,
Both
but my
Celtics.
legit runner-up is probably
All
Jaren.
Celtics players.
My legit runner-up is Jaren Jackson. And a little sneaky one, a former Celtic, Marcus Smart.
Oh,
I saw something that said
But
Jaren
Tatum.
Jackson is going to be out for a little bit.
yeah, he's starting the season injured.
Yeah, like 2 weeks, I think.
My defensive player of the year, Mikal Bridges, Nick Claxton, and Bam.
I don't like Bam.
I don't like Bam, but he's kind of been like a diva about not getting votes for a defensive player.
Yeah, he's been runner-up with the past 2 years.
So I feel like that's going to kind of contribute to it a little bit.
Who won it this past season? Was it Bam?
No, it's Jaren Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaren, yeah.
I think Mikal Bridges actually has what it takes to win defensive
No,
player
yeah,
of the
He's
year.
nasty, bro.
He's a clamp god.
I'm going to go with Evan Mobley.
I like Evan, too.
Just to, you know what? All my picks are strictly business. Evan Mobley,
What was his juice on it? You know?
750.
Solid.
All of them have solid juice.
Guy averages like 2.5 blocks a game.
Mikal's like 2,000.
I think the first was Jaren Jackson. He was at 650.
Yeah, they always put back to back.
Moose, D-Boy.
Give me Porzingis.
Jesus Christ.
Celtics for the balls.
You can just tell this is a Celtics podcast.
Oh, 100%. Wait till we get to
We're
MVP.
biased fucks.
Wait till we
So,
get to MVP and
And
finals.
yeah. All right. We're not even going to do runner-ups anymore.
Yeah.
Who's going to win the NBA Most Valuable Player?
Jason Daddington Tatum.
Deuce's daddy, JT.
Jason motherfucking Tatum.
Bro, winning that at 19 would be nuts.
With this MVP.
Dude, is this kid like in the
Stop
same row?
eating your Skittles and listen.
He's texted, bro.
Bro, this kid's fucking talking about the earth being
Who's
flat.
winning MVP?
Yeah,
Is it
I'll
Tatum?
take Tatum, I guess.
No, who do you really think's gonna win it? You were probably
Giannis.
looking up the odds, right?
Giannis.
No, he's
Giannis.
watching fucking flat earthing.
I'll take
Space
Giannis.
isn't real.
Yeah, we got a flat earther here.
I'll
that
take
space
Giannis.
is fake.
Jesus Christ. But yeah.
Giannis.
So,
All Tatum has to do, 28 points per game and be the #1 team in the whole league, which we're probably gonna do.
look at he has his mic down. He doesn't even want to talk
No.
sports. What
I
are we
don't know
doing here?
NBA,
Bro,
dude.
Listen,
I
you're the
don't
one.
know
You're the
NBA.
one that said they weren't being dedicated, not coming on Sunday.
I'm
I
dedicated.
told you to say it to their faces on the podcast,
Oh.
and
Kids
now
said they
you
weren't
want to.
dedicated.
Now we're talking about. Listen, I'm not the biggest NBA guy either, but I'm willing to throw down some predictions
Yeah,
that
let's-
probably aren't going to be right.
Yo,
Let's unplug Music.
let's jump this kid, dude.
Listen, I'm down to throw some NBA picks. They're probably not going to be right. I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I'm down to talk some sports.
I got a couple good picks.
I had my Nana's death mass.
Marcus
2-year
Sasser.
anniversary, and I'm not committed.
Breakout player.
Bro, I bought an $80 flag for the boys. Come on now.
This new guy thinks he's running shit.
I thought I had a couple good picks.
Oh,
You
yeah,
didn't even
wait.
know what we were talking about like a minute ago.
Kid said Porzingis defensive player of the year.
5:15, I text on my way. Get to Joseph's house about 5:25. Text Music 5:30 here. Come down 5:55. Strolling out of his car. Just got out of the shower. Like, God, kid's just a clown.
Yeah.
Kid's a joke.
I
Look,
do.
I'm sitting next to him.
If the NBA had a comeback player of the year, I want to state that I think Chris Paul should win that, and let me tell you why. Chris Paul is 2 years sober from overcoming an addiction of going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that's like probably gonna go down as like the worst quote in NBA history.
Yeah.
100%.
Comeback
Since
player
I've
of the
been here,
year.
I've been addicted.
That's a pretty bad addiction. And I still think Calvin Ridley deserves some votes for comeback player of the year in NFL. Overcoming gambling is a very serious
That's
addiction.
actually a huge addiction.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And see the fucking Cabral line that he did.
NBA Finals, though, Celtics in 6 versus whoever, but I'm saying Lakers. Celtics in 6. No, versus Lakers, Celtics in 4.
So who's going to the finals?
Celtics, Lakers.
I have Celtics Suns. Celtics winning 4-1. Tatum MVP.
Oh, Finals MVP, 100%.
Celtics versus the Grizzlies.
Chiefs.
Kids hit the Grizzlies, bro. Ja Morant's out like 30 games.
Celtics versus the Grizzlies.
I have
Celtics win. Celtics win.
All right.
I have Celtics over the Kings. 4-2.
Light the beam!
Light the beam. 29-1 on FanDuel for the Kings to win the West. Love that juice. Like I said, I'm no expert, but fuck it.
Bro, they were the biggest underdog to win their division last year, and they came in first.
They were 3 seed. They were the 3rd seed.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I love the Kings.
Yeah.
Mike Brown, great coach.
So I mean, let's get into some outlooks. What is the floor and what is the ceiling for the Philadelphia 76ers?
Honestly,
What are we thinking they're getting back for Harden? Let's start there. What
well,
do
they
you think?
want Terrence Mann and a first-round pick.
I heard they're keeping them.
Bro,
But
the
they
Clip-
but Clippers are not trading Mann. It's already confirmed. They're not doing it.
I just hate seeing stuff like that because they're acting like Terrence Mann's like.
It's gonna be like a Tyreek Maxey type.
Yeah, like legit. Like
We
that
haven't
doesn't make sense.
we haven't really seen him be what they're making him out to be.
Yeah, why don't you form that
Like-
big three?
At
Just
the end of
go
the day,
for it.
it's James Harden.
And is that first round pick really gonna kill you?
Like you're gonna be a playoff
I know
team.
they're gonna get. It's gonna be like the 20th pick.
But my floor for the 76ers, they trade Harden, get Terrence Mann, whatever his name is. Their floor with just Maxey and Embiid, the 6 seed, they're not going to be worse than teams like the Knicks and the Hawks.
Who they picked? They picked up.
Knicks are nice.
They picked up Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, I'm just saying floor 6, 7 seed, ceiling 2 seed behind the Celtics. Them and the Bucks, they're
Knicks-
going to be fighting for 2.
Knicks are a sleeper team.
I would say the floor for the Philadelphia 76ers would be like all-time disastrous, like 7th seed getting swept in the first round.
I could see them actually being 7th seed
And their ceiling would be conference finals.
Yeah.
and then losing to the Celtics, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their floor would be not making the playoffs.
I
Think-
feel like
think
it's
that's
so
everyone's
hard
floor.
for teams not to make the
With the
playoffs
play-in
now
now,
with the
too.
play-in. So
They'll find a way. With Embiid would drop like 50 in the play-in tournament if they're in there.
And then the playoffs comes around, average like 18 points per game. Get
Against-
locked up by Horford and Pours.
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah. What's a successful season for the Cavaliers look like?
Cavaliers, ceiling 3 seed. I don't think there's no way they're better than Milwaukee or Boston.
I don't even think they just lost against the Knicks. They didn't get better. Max Strus is starting for them. Donovan Mitchell isn't signing the extension. He's gone. He's probably going to the Knicks next year. I don't think this is a win season for them.
But their floor, 8 seed.
I think they're gonna get 8th seed this year.
If Mitchell stays disgruntled, but
Yeah.
if they figure that out.
But besides the the floor and ceiling, like a successful season for the Cavaliers would look like.
Conference finals.
Really, I would say a successful season for the Cavs is just getting past the first round because they didn't last year.
Well, I'm just saying it in like the way if, say Philly's the 2 seed and Cavs don't have to face Boston at all, if they could just get to the second round, beat Philly on their way to the conference finals, I think that's like successful. Like and you got to hope Milwaukee at the 3 seed going against Boston. I mean the 4 seed.
Fair enough.
So it all depends on like layout. There's
Yeah.
no way they get beat.
I would just say it's second round just because they didn't get past the first last year when they were supposed to.
They were like the most overhyped team going into the playoffs. I feel like too.
Correct.
Losing against Julius Randle is crazy.
Jalen Brunson had a big factor.
Yeah, Brunson the bucket.
Josh
So I
Hart
mean,
was
Brunson's
looking
the
nice.
whole team.
Yeah.
Bro, Josh Hart's actually like that gritty, dirty like player you need on.
Yeah,
every
he
team.
is.
He's
He reminds me of like a Derek White contribute to the team, like just like sparks the offense and defense.
Milwaukee Bucks. What is the Milwaukee Bucks ceiling?
champions.
Yeah,
With Dame and Giannis, champions.
winning
Champions.
the championship. Yeah.
That's a very simple answer, and I also think it's very true. I think they made the move for Dame. If they don't win a championship now, it's championship or bust.
Their team is old. Really
It's
old.
getting old, yeah, for sure.
Bobby Portis is old. Brooke Lopez is like 40 years old.
Middleton
Giannis is getting
hasn't
old.
been able to recover since
Middleton plays 20 games a year.
that knee injury. He hasn't recovered. Like, I don't
Elbow
know.
and knee. Dame's 33, turning 34 in the season.
Oh, you see where Giannis was like talking about him and Drew reuniting one day?
Yeah, is he going to come to the Celtics?
Drew, Brown, Tatum, Giannis, Porzingis.
That'd be the craziest lineup of all time.
In a couple years.
Giannis just signed the vet men to come, but then we have to take his little brothers.
Dame just went like 0-8 in the preseason game.
Yeah. So let's move on because it's pretty clear that the ceiling for the Bucks is obviously a championship. Seeing they made the move for Damian Lillard. The Knicks. What is their floor and what is their ceiling?
Ceiling, make it to the second round. Floor, playing. Like, I don't think they're worse than a playing team.
Yeah, I think they're like 7th or 8th seed floor. And then I think they'll get like 5th or 4th seed, realistically.
Yeah, 5 maybe.
Yeah.
I think the floor for the Knicks would be a play-in team. I mean, seeing how New York, they're very, up and down past few years.
I wouldn't even say they're up. I think it's just Julius Randle is up and down as a player. Like,
Yeah.
he might be the most inconsistent NBA player.
Ever.
Like, actually, though.
And then I would say the Knicks' ceiling is making a deep run into the second round. I don't think they're a good enough team to make the conference finals. So if they can get past that first round and take a team to 6 or 7, I don't care who it is, whether it's the Heat, Celtics, Bucks, or Sixers in the second round. If they can get to the second round, give them to 6 or 7 games, that's a successful season for the
I agree
Knicks.
100%.
Unless Quigley can make the leap that was winning him 6th man of the year over Brogdon, I don't think they're going to be better than last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Ceiling would be winning the first round, and floor, missing the playoffs.
I think it's hard for them, though, to miss the playoffs with 10 teams like fighting for that spot now that it's...
Although I could see, like,
It's whatever.
them being a
or
play-in.
like lose in the play-in.
Yeah,
So it's
that's what I was
Yeah,
I could see
it's
them
like
losing the
same
play-in against Miami. Like, realistically.
Let's get into the Heat.
I was just about to. So, seeing that the Heat have made it deep runs the past 4 years, how far do the Heat go this year considering the Celtics are vamped up, the Bucks are vamped up, Philly still has somewhat of a say, the Cavs don't look too bad, and the Knicks are pretty good too?
I'd say Heat ceiling, I think they reached their peak last year. So I think their ceiling is just making it to the conference finals, but I think the Bucks or Celtics, and that just might be biased because I hate the Heat, but Celtics and Bucks should beat them in the conference finals. Floor, you get bounced in the first.
How far do you think they go?
Second round, I think if they get stuck against Boston or Milwaukee, they lose. Philly, they could win. That's the way I'm looking at it. Miami got a lot worse. They lost. Strus was big for them in the playoffs. Did they lose Martin or no?
No,
I
but
don't
they
think
lost
so.
Gabe Vincent.
Okay, yeah, those two though they made big differences against Celtics.
Josh Richardson is their starting point guard.
That's awful.
How far do the Heat go, Joe?
Dude, I could honestly see them losing the play-in tournament. Like, it's very possible.
It's not impossible because they were a play-in team last year.
No, 100%. Yeah.
And realistically, they should have lost against Milwaukee. Like,
Realistically,
fluke run, playoff run. I mean, I can't say anything. They beat the Celtics. Like,
yeah, that game when Giannis got hurt.
yeah. Giannis didn't play 2 games. Jimmy hit like a buzzer beater, fucking layup.
Playoff Jimmy.
He's literally the only reason they would make it to the playoffs or win a playoff series.
It's funny. The guy doesn't care in the regular season. Like regular season, it's just like you're average all star.
Never take a Jimmy Butler prop in the regular season. It is not hitting. I promise you.
Talk about a player who doesn't care. Nikola Jokic, dude.
You want to get into the West?
No. I wanted to say, I don't know if you guys caught on. I was saving the Celtics for the last for our Eastern Conference review. Expectations are very high for the Celtics this year. if they do not win it all, what do we do going forward?
Honestly,
There's
you
nothing.
just kind of ride it out. You just keep trying. Like, the only thing you could really do is fix the bench, but I think I'm fine with the bench.
We got to revamp the bench. I still think we do have to ramp the bench up. I think we got to trade for Buddy Hield coming off the bench.
I love Buddy.
He's
Hield.
old, but we need a sharpshooter. Sam Hauser's good. He's kind of like an electric player. Like, he hits a game winner sometimes, but I don't think he's like that spark off the bench that we're used to from players.
If we go into a deep dive of the Celtics, I'm not even going to talk about the starters, so I'm just going to start at the bench. You just need Horford to repeat last year, just be that 3-point defense guy. Peyton Pritchard, I think he's the X factor this year. You need him to take that offensive leap to be the spark for us off the bench.
He's the Malcolm Brogdon of last year.
Yeah, but
coming
I think
off the bench.
Offensively, he could be a bigger impact than what Brogdon was last year. Because you notice, this might just be like some things I remember, but Brogdon, if he's cutting to the hoop, he's taking it matter who's on.
He will never pass out. And we've seen in preseason, Pritchard will drive in and just lob it to Kristoff.
And that stuff Pritchard wouldn't have done before. I swear to God, every other year, Pritchard does not pass the ball.
It's because he wouldn't get playing time, so he would try to take every opportunity he can get.
So yeah, if Pritchard takes the leap of the backup point guard, I don't see someone stopping the Celtics.
We only need his offense. We don't even need his defense because that's what White's for.
And
or
then I
Giroux.
like some of the guys we picked up. Lamar Stevens, great defense. Brissett, great defense. We're just trying to get back to that defensive
sleep
mentality.
on Jordan Walsh. He is the defensive spark that we're missing from Grant Williams and the Mavericks now.
Oh, yeah. No, I see that. He might not match Grant's shooting, though, but I get what you're saying.
But he can shoot, which is big.
Yo, what do you guys think about Joe Mazzulla?
I love Mazzulla. As long as he can, like, I feel like in the NBA, to be a good coach, you just got to, like, have control of that locker room, get everyone on the same page. And you see Porzingis the other day and stuff. Mazzulla got it in their head, like, you're not going for stats this year. We have one goal, the championship. I like Mazzulla's mentality. The guy, the lunatic, I love him. I love Mazzulla.
I think Mazzulla got thrown into like a terrible situation last year, and he made the absolute best out of it
100%.
because he got thrown into that head coaching position at like the end of the summer. If I'm right about that.
A week before the season
Yeah,
started.
a week before the season, Joe Mazzulla got thrown into that head coaching position, and all could have went wrong for the Celtics, and they ended up making it to Game 7 of the conference finals. Ultimately, he did make some bad decisions with timeout, holding timeouts in the playoffs that, kind of cost some games. Issues started to arise. But ultimately, it was his first year, so I think he's going to learn from that, and I think he's going to be a fine head coach going forward.
And halfway through the season, he lost his top assistant coach, who left to go become a head coach for college basketball. But that's just one thing that I love about the Celtics offseason that's going underrated. We brought in Sam Castle, the best assistant coach in the league, who's spent his whole summer with Tatum and Brown. And then who was the other one we got?
We just hired Jeff Van Gundy to be one of the advisors.
We revamped our coaching system to the max. I think potentially we could have.
We brought in Damon Stoudemire too, right? Or did he go somewhere else? I think we got 2 elite assistant coaches, though. Castle's going to be the lead, though. Castle's great.
And that's huge. That's honestly huge.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Celtics are going to be their own worst enemy this year. Just like every single year. If they lose in the playoffs, it's just going to be because of something disastrous. Like, Jaylen Brown losing his left hand.
Exactly. I think, as long as all these guys are on the same page, we're good.
And the thing about that Brown situation is, we honestly don't need him to use his left hand right now. Our team as a complete whole is looking so good. If he's not playing with his left hand, Giroux can. He can get to the basket and score.
Well, the thing I hate about recently is the people who hate the Porzingis trade and stuff. They don't realize the impact that it's going to have now.
He doesn't have to do anything.
Well, not only that, the way that guy could stretch the floor, Tatum and Brown, every time they'd cut in last year, double team, and they're not the greatest playmakers. Tatum's developing, but now the defense can't collapse. They can't leave Porzingis open, or it's an easy 3 sniper. So Tatum and Brown are going to score so efficiently this year.
And not only that, we probably have our best playmaking point guard since Isaiah Thomas.
Since before, dude. Isaiah was primary scorer. I'd say Drew's our best playmaking point guard
since Rondo. Because we can't really say Kyrie because that whole situation was a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into that.
All right. I think that about wraps up the Celtics talk. We'll get more into them when the season
Sorry, just
starts
a passionate
going.
Celtics fan.
It's all right. Like I said, it's going to be a jam-packed episode. I will be putting descriptions. I'll be up late tonight. I'm going to put in like descriptions and time frames in the episode, so people who don't want to watch the full hour and skip around, I'm going to put the time frames in so people can if people want to hear us talk about the Celtics, they can watch 1907 to fucking 25-26.
And pay attention to the TikTok too. We're gonna have a shitload
Load of clips coming these next few days.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep these for like over the span of like a week.
Yeah,
it's not
100%.
gonna all come this weekend because we got some NFL talk too. But now let's get into the Western Conference and then we'll get into our NFL talk. Like I said, jam-packed episode. I think we're probably gonna push like 2 hours this episode.
We're already an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were doing NFL right now. You guys still got the West?
Yeah. So
We can go through this a little quicker.
yeah. So I'm trying to just think of team Nuggets. How far do you think the Nuggets make it this year?
They're, I think they make it at least minimum conference finals, but I think realistically finals is the expectation again. They kept the same core.
They match up really. They only lost Bruce Brown. They match up really good with the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
The Suns, I'd say they beat the Suns last year, but Bale will spread the floor more. They're their only really tough competition, I would say.
And the Kings, too. I think the Kings
Yeah.
match up well.
Yeah. I think, the expectations are for the Nuggets to go to the finals, and I think Jokic is probably going to deliver on that. Like I said, I have the Kings making my finals, but
Jokic's the best player in the world.
Safalo was
just-
the biggest Jokic hater of all time.
I was, and I used to hate Jokic, but I respect him a lot now just to see how much fun he has.
And he doesn't care about
He
basketball.
does not give a single shit.
When he's racing horses back home in the
Yeah.
off season.
Like, dude, this dude looks miserable winning an NBA Finals, and then he goes home fucking riding horses, dude, and he's like the happiest guy in the world. It's fucking awesome.
It's like 7 feet tall, jumping on
You
a
see
fucking horse.
that interview that he just had recently on Media Day? They were like, how with your summer, stuff like that? He's like, way too short, like, within the finals.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like, fuck, I
pissed.
gotta go back to work.
I seen a video the other day, he was getting a massage and he was just laying on his back watching horse racing. He does not care about
I
basketball.
honestly wouldn't be surprised if he intentionally never goes to the finals again. He did it once, now he just wants to spend time with his horses and make money.
That could be scary as a Nuggets fan.
Okay. Phoenix Suns. Do you think the Phoenix Suns win the West?
All right, let me get into this first. They are hyping themselves up to Booker and KD both just said you can't guard us. That's another we're fine in the West moment. I think that's gonna come around and bite them in the ass.
I think these two star-studded big threes. I know the Celtics just got a big four, but they seem on the same page. I don't think the Suns trio is gonna work. I honestly don't.
Bale and Booker are very similar play styles.
Oh, extremely.
I mean, we already know how KD is, but they both need it. They're not oh, dude, I don't know. I don't want to downplay them.
I'd say Katie could do this, but I don't think the other two could play off ball.
That's what I mean. The off-ball movement isn't the best at all. Bale's running point guard, which is sketchy, and Grayson Allen is starting for them.
Ooh.
I don't know what's up with that.
Grayson Allen sucks.
Yeah.
Love that
He
guy.
looks
though.
45 years old, and he's 26.
Looks like Ted Cruz.
Oh my, 40-year-old virgin.
So, my next question for the West. Have the Warriors won their last NBA championship?
yes.
I'd say the way the league's looking, I'd say they probably did. Do I think they could win another one? 100%. It's the Warriors. But, I don't know. I think they're
Not
on their
with
down.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's addicted. They're going
He's
back.
literally
No, he's a curse.
He's a
they
curse.
won't win with Chris Paul.
It's over. They should not have gone Chris Paul.
I think the Warriors might have one more in them. Seeing how LeBron won one so late in his career, Steph Curry is I wouldn't say just as great as LeBron, but he's up there. He's up there in the all-time rankings. I think he's a top 10 guy of all time. Steve Kerr is a great head coach. I mean, Klay Thompson's obviously getting a little older, body's more fragile, but I think they might have one more in them. Probably not this year, but maybe down the line. I don't think they've won their last championship. And believe me, I don't like the Warriors.
And don't sleep on Wiggins either. He's a great third option.
But I
Yeah,
think
I
this
like
is
Andrew
this
Wiggins.
is the last year Clay's going to be a Warrior, in my opinion.
I
we're
wouldn't
already
be
seeing
surprised. A lot
sparks
of
of it.
drama about that.
He's sparking his own drama too.
Dude, I know. I honestly think he's all right, I won 4 rings, right? That guy should just go take as much
He
money
just
as he
wants a
wants.
bag.
Yeah.
You think you still want? I don't know. I feel like he should just retire. You already built that legacy.
No, yeah. What is it? The past 3 years, guy's been battling injuries too.
Yeah. It's looking really dry on him staying on the Warriors.
Yeah. So Lakers, and if you want to generate a question for the Lakers,
Generate a question.
Ugh.
Is AD gonna be the one to lead them this year?
He said his goal is to play every game this year.
Okay, that'll last a week and a half.
Exactly.
But LeBron wants AD to take the keys too. LeBron's like chill mode now, but I think they could go back to the finals. I don't think they will.
They got a lot of guys, not really big names, off the bench, but they're running a 3-point guard start.
Ooh, who? Vincent?
Well, I don't know if Vincent's going to start, but Reeves and D'Lo starting is like, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Reeves is a shooting guard at home.
I saw all over ESPN this week that they want Anthony Davis to shoot more threes, and he's probably statistically the worst at shooting threes in the league.
I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. I think AD's soft. I don't think that the 82 games is zero chance. But I don't know. I think everyone just hypes up the Lakers every year, unless Reeves turns into like a legit all-star.
I mean, every team that has LeBron is going to get hyped up.
Oh, of
to
course.
the max.
LeBron's the GOAT.
This is the last year LeBron's a Laker.
Wait, LeBron or Jordan? LeBron's the GOAT.
LeBron.
We'll get into that another.
LeBron's
This
most dominant player
podcast
of
is
all
already
time.
going to be long enough.
Yeah, true. That can spark a big argument.
Yeah.
We could talk about that. No, Robbie said he wanted to be on that debate,
All right.
so we need him.
Yeah.
That shit would last 3 hours.
Yeah. So my question for the Lakers would be, what is the Lakers' ceiling this season?
Making the playoffs.
All right, that's crazy.
Making the
I
finals.
hope they burn.
I don't know.
Nah, making the conference final.
I
Would
still
be their
don't see them
ceiling.
beating the Nuggets. That is.
We're just talking about like ceiling. Like it
Nah, I
doesn't
think
have
that
to be
they're
winning
ceiling-
a championship.
ceiling
I don't
Western
see them
Conference
beating
Finals.
The Suns, the Nuggets, or the Grizzlies.
They're beating the Grizzlies.
I would say the Lakers' ceiling would be making the Western Conference Finals. I think a successful season for the Lakers would be making the second round. I think the floor for the Lakers is being a play-in team.
Yeah, especially if LeBron and AD just rest like they did.
This is gonna get so much hate on the TikToks. I was just shitting on the Lakers.
I know I wanted to get into Lakers because Lakers generates.
I don't like the Lakers, but I love LeBron.
LeBron's the GOAT. No, we're not even gonna get it.
Yeah. Did I already ask a question about the Suns? I did. All right, last team in the last two teams in the West. Mavericks and the Kings.
Mavericks.
What are the Mavericks looking like this year?
Oh, this is tough.
Ceiling, floor, or just what are we thinking?
Sailing for a successful season.
I think successful season. Luka and Kyrie, both All-Stars, of course. Luka, top 3 MVP voting, and conference finals. Not successful second round, but ceiling conference finals. That duo could be the best duo in the league.
It could be, but then again, I think it's gonna be one of those things where they're not both gonna go off.
Oh, you see Kyrie made one of those classic comments, like, I want to be here long
Oh
term.
my god, it's like
It's
the
over
fourth
soon.
time he's made it. That just means he's gonna.
Says that to every team he's been on.
Dude, nah, the Celtics one by far was the worst.
Oh, dude, he's like, if you all have me.
I'll be happy to be it.
Yeah, I think the ceiling for the Mavericks is the conference finals. I think a successful season would be Luka winning the MVP. They're making the second round. Losing like game 6 or 7, and their floor is a play-in team.
And I think part of the successful season is Luka and Kyrie showing they could work together. And
Yes.
getting Kyrie
We haven't
long-term
got to see
commitment.
Luka work with anyone yet. Like, it didn't work with Porzingis.
Porzingis literally threw some shade at him the other day. He was like, I've never had a superstar teammate like Tatum be so selfless. He was taking a shot.
Because Luka, bro, Porzingis would be wide open in the corner. Luka would literally just double teamed. He would take a fade away. Like, oh my gosh, he's a James Harden. He can't work well with other players. I'll stick by that.
All right, last team, the Kings. What is the ceiling for the Sacramento Kings?
Lighting the beam in the conference finals.
I think they should have beat the Warriors last year. I think they have the same team. Keegan Murray's going to take a huge leap. I could see them making the Western Conference Finals. I don't know if they would beat the Nuggets, Suns, or Lakers, but it's very doable.
I know you're a big Kings guy, so.
My ceiling for the Sacramento Kings is them making it to the finals, losing ultimately 4-1
To the Celtics.
to the Celtics. But they will light the beam at least once in the NBA Finals.
I'm trying to picture how like a Celtics-Kings matchup in the finals would look.
It would be so weird.
That'd be a lot of plane travel.
Oh, it would. That would be awful, actually, for both of those teams.
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
But there you have it, boys. That's the
On to
NBA preview. Any other NBA notes before we get into our power rankings for NFL?
Nah, we got a lot of NFL to go. We got to get into this.
Yeah. All right. Remember, as
Lots
always,
to talk about, boys.
we go 10-1. NFL power rankings. Joe, start us off.
All right, I'm just going to swing through it because we got to get through this. Browns, Bengals, Jags, Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, Lions, 49ers at 2 now, Dolphins at 1.
I have the Browns at 10, Cowboys at 9, Ravens at 8, Bills at 7, Jacksonville at 6, Philadelphia at 5, the Lions at 4, Dolphins at 3, 49ers at 2, and the Kansas City Chiefs at 1.
That's low for the Fins, but go Moose.
We got Browns at 10, Bucks 9, Cowboys 8, Ravens 7, Eagles 6, Chiefs 5, Lions 4, Bills 3, Dolphins 2, 49ers 1.
I'm going to start us off. Seahawks 10, Jags 9, Bengals 8, Browns 7, Bills 6, Eagles 5, Chiefs 4, Lions 3, wanted to put them at 2, Niners 2, Fins 1. Fins up, baby.
Big game against the Dolphins and the Eagles on Sunday night. But I want to get into the top 5 because obviously, you know, we have our top 5s rearranged. And I think the consensus top 5 is obviously all the 5-1 teams. We got the Chiefs, Niners, Dolphins, Lions, Eagles, all at 5-1.
Yeah.
I think it's very fair to put them all at top 5. The reasons I have the Chiefs at number 1 is because they could easily be a 6-0 team if they had Kelsey and Chris Jones against the Lions. Their defense looks unreal. And I just think we're coming to a point where it's so boring to talk about the Chiefs because they've been good for so long, kind of like the Patriots. Not as good as the Patriots, but I think people are just getting bored of talking about the Chiefs. They want to talk about someone new, and I'm just giving them their flowers. I think they're still the best team in the NFL.
I get what you're saying, potentially 6-0, but they're potentially 3-3 too with the way the refs have been helping them as well.
Facts.
They even looked like they were struggling against the Broncos, which is Mahomes' first
I'm
time
saying
playing a bottom 3 defense.
The Jets should have won that game. 100%.
No, I agree.
That's why I have
Agreed.
the Lions above them. The Chiefs, realistically.
Chiefs have a tough matchup in 2 weeks in London against Miami, so that's when we'll debate who's the better
It's
team.
not
Yeah,
in
it's gonna
London.
be
It's in
huge.
Germany.
I mean Germany.
Huge week.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the game of the week, I think.
100%.
Yeah. How legit are the Lions?
Legit.
Pretty legit. We'll see this week.
Last year,
Underdogs.
I
Surprisingly.
know, surprisingly against the Ravens.
but last year the Lions' offense was still great. But now this year you add Laporta, you add Gibbs, you add Montgomery. But I think the most impressive thing about the Lions this year is like the leap the defense took. Because the past few years, that's been their biggest issue. Their defense looks legit. I think the Lions potentially could go to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they will, but potentially.
They've had 2 big injuries in the secondary, and they still locked up Evans and Godwin, held them for no touchdowns. Like, they're playing like how a 6-0 team would play.
Yeah, and Hutch is a problem, bro. Hutch is nasty.
Defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I mean, you got Jared Goff, who's 13-3 in his last 16 starts. You have, you know, obviously their run game is insane. I know D-Mont's down, but let's see how Gibbs goes. Amon-Ra's lighting it up. I mean, Dan Campbell's got them rocking, biting kneecaps off. And the defense looks, as you said, insane. I mean, they've taken a huge leap. The Lions' ceiling is the goddamn Super Bowl.
I think
Legit.
them and the Dolphins is an actual possibility.
It is, yeah, which is weird to say 2 years ago.
And Williams caught like a 60-yard touchdown. That's like what they need of him. That's like why they drafted him.
And Laporta, dude, he looks like a top 3 tight end in the NFL.
Yeah,
Yep,
I don't know how he's.
They probably-
that too.
They probably have the best O-line in the league, too, if like other than a healthy Philly O-line.
I'm excited to see what they do with Gibbs this week, carrying a full workload, unless Craig Reynolds gets like 30 carries a game.
Dan Campbell knows they have Gibbs. He won't let that happen. He's going to let Craig go crazy.
Yeah, I would say the Lions' ceiling is the NFC Championship. I wouldn't put them in Super Bowl territory because I don't think they're better than the Niners or the Eagles just yet. But
Definitely
No.
better than the Cowboys, though.
100%.
I don't think
yeah, just those.
I
two.
wouldn't say they're better than the Niners, but they have an offense that can possibly exceed the Niners.
I mean, I still think the Eagles are better than them too.
I gotta go to the
But
little
the Eagles'
boys.
defense would let up so many points against the Lions, I think. They've been letting up
I mean,
so
maybe.
much points.
Still got a nasty offense.
Yeah, I mean, so the reason I have the Dolphins at 3 is because I still think, the Niners are better than the Dolphins. Obviously, that Chiefs-Dolphins matchup is going to be huge when it comes. And I think that's going to determine a lot because it is on a neutral field. Both of them are going overseas. So it's about as even, it's about as even as it gets for that matchup.
And it's a Hill revenge game.
Hill revenge game.
For the first time.
Yep. And, I mean, we'll see. I mean, like I said, the only reason I have the Chiefs at 1 is because their defense looks phenomenal. I mean, they're 5-1. And I just think people are getting bored about talking about the Chiefs, and I don't think people are given the credit that they deserve.
I'm more bored of it because of what the NFL is making them to be with the Taylor Swift thing. Like, I'm just sick of seeing the Chiefs.
I'm not a Chiefs guy at all. Fuck the Chiefs.
So you're just being biased.
That was
I got
crazy.
them at 5.
Said fuck it. No, I'm at 5 too. But
Yeah, I got them
that
at
has nothing to
5.
do
They're
with
still
anything.
top 5 team, but I'm not a Chiefs guy.
I just think any one of those 4 teams above them I have would beat them.
Yeah. So,
Bro, that's crazy.
we'll,
Should we get into the wide receivers?
yeah, if you guys want to. I know we're,
Top
we're,
5 wide receiver
we're
rankings.
big on time.
I'll go, I guess.
All right, so top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now. Take us away, Joe.
Well, this is through
So-
7 weeks.
Should we go like 1 and then 2, or should I just bounce them all?
Bangers out.
All right. I got Hill at 1, on pace for 2,300 yards this year, which is absolutely nuclear. This might be controversial, but I have Stephon Diggs at 2. 5 out of 6 games, 100 receiving yards. A.J. Brown at 3, 4 straight 100-yard games. But the first 2 games, he didn't really do too good.
That's like a quiet streak, too. Sorry.
Like, very quiet. He had 173 like 2 weeks ago. Jamar Chase, all I have from him is he's always open. That's all you gotta say.
7-11.
This one is also kind of controversial. I have Cooper Kupp at 5, back from IR, 2 straight 100-yard games. We're already seeing what he's been doing in his career.
Cooper Kupp's back.
Like, he's back.
Yeah.
With Nakua spacing the floor, like, he's just going to get better.
So at my 5, I didn't go based off stats. I'm going off, like, talent. So Jettis is out, so I'm disregarding him. If he was still playing, I'd probably have him at 1 or 2.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that. Like, we're not including Jefferson.
Yeah.
Because he's on IR.
So, number 1, I have Tyreek Hill. I mean, I feel like there's just no debate on that. Number 2, I have Devontae Adams. I still think he's probably a top 3 talent wide receiver in the league. You give him a nasty quarterback like he did with Aaron Rodgers, he's still lighting it the fuck up.
It's not his fault.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's
he
it's
has
not your
Jimmy
fault.
G. Yo, we got to make that skit. I forgot about that.
So at number 3, I have Kupp. I mean, he's back, and he looks like he hasn't lost a fucking beat. Number 4, I have Chase, always open, 7-11. I think him and Kupp could be interchanged. I just think Kupp's...
See his chain?
Yeah, I think Kupp just looks a little better. Number 5, I have A.J. Brown, 4 consecutive games over 125 yards.
I'm up.
We're all going to have similar top
So
fives.
I had a few different ones than these guys. I didn't have Jamar Chase in my top 5, surprisingly.
Well,
but,
I think me and you were doing it the same way. I'm just going, who's looked the best through 7 weeks?
yeah. Like who's looked the best this season?
Through 6 weeks.
We have Hill at 1, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 2, Keenan Allen at 3, A.J. Brown 4, and Cooper Kupp 5.
Shit, I should have put Amon-Ra on mine. You want to know why? Because he's going to remember all the names that I put in front of him.
So 1, I got Reek. No explanation needed. 2, Diggs. 3, Amon-Ra. 4, A.J. Brown. And 5, DJ Moore. This is just through this 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jamar's better. Guy like that. But DJ Moore lit it up that one
Yep.
week. His stats.
My
were
like
crazy.
sneaky like 6 and 7 will be DJ Moore and Keenan Allen because what we've seen from them has been like.
Even Adam Thielen, just through these 6 weeks.
I actually you could put Adam Thielen in 5.
No, literally.
Even just like fantasy wise, he's averaging like 20 points per game
I know, he's going nuts.
with Bryce Young who can't see over the line because he's literally an action figure.
What about Devontae Parker?
Dude, speaking of Devontae Parker, he ultimate diva move, saying that he didn't have his fingertips, or he only had his fingertips on the ball. It was clearly in his hands. That could have been Mac Jones' best throw of his career, like debatable.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That could have won them the game, and he dropped it. And he's not taking credit for it. That's a diva move.
Devontae Parker and Juju Smith, two absolute divas.
And
That's
of
our
course, the
receivers?
Patriots have
That's our receivers.
like, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Give us a break.
So
Oh,
let's
God.
get into our picks because unfortunately the Jaguars game did start. Everyone put their right hand up.
Is the PC plugged in? Just making sure it doesn't die.
Yeah. Everyone put their right hand up. Let's honor that all of our picks are very honest because the Jaguars game did start. Joseph, start us off. Who'd you pick?
Is Trevor Lawrence is playing? Give me Jaguars.
Well,
Money
it
line.
already
Yeah,
started.
it's playing.
We did you take the Jags before it started?
Yeah, plus 1.5. They were at money line.
Okay. Cabral, what did you take before the game?
Jags.
Just so you guys.
Moose.
Jaguars plus 2.5.
He's like looking at the score.
Yeah,
They're up
money line.
like 3-0.
I also took the Jags. So we all took a Jags. We all took the Jags in a clean sweep. We put our right hands up.
Joe put his left up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I had.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter because we all took the Jags anyway.
Right hand of God.
It was 1.5 before the game. It's the Saints were 1.5. All right, next game: Cleveland at Indianapolis. Cleveland is favored by 3.
Give me Cleveland -3.
It's 3 now. Yeah, I have Cleveland.
That defense is gonna make Minshew look stupid.
I'm gonna also go with Cleveland. Music.
We have Browns -3 in money line. Browns defense is letting up 1,000 yards through 5 games.
Yeah, they
Like
ranked
that,
one.
it's like 1,002 yards. It's like, bro, it's literally 1,000 yards, like even
Bro,
through 5 games. That's
and they-
200 a game.
Think about
That
the
is
Dolphins,
insane.
bro. They have 3,000 like at a team.
Yeah,
That's insane.
All right, next game: Buffalo at New England. Buffalo's favored by 8.5.
Give me the Bills.
Yeah,
8.5.
give me Buffalo. Like I feel like it's not even a question at this point.
It's a joke. Should be 14-point favorites.
I have Bills -8.5 at money line.
I'm gonna be the odd man out. I'm gonna take the Bills win. Patriots spread.
ETN already scored.
Yeah.
Give me that, baby.
Second largest home underdog Bill Belichick's ever had. 8.5 points. The highest was 12.
Next
That was in
game.
2001.
Next game, we got Washington at the New York Giants. Washington's favored by 3.
I actually took Giants money line.
Give me Commanders -3.
I'm taking the Giants too.
Dude, if Tyrod's playing, like they're winning this game.
They do look better with Tyrod.
I just think the Commanders are a very off and on team, and I think this is a good opportunity for the G-men to capitalize on that.
Taking Commanders -3 at money line. It's a nice little division game they got. Should be low scoring. See if they can get any offense going.
All right, next game. Huge game for both teams. We got the Lions and the Ravens. Ravens are favored by 3.
I'm going purely based off who has the better quarterback, and that's the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, elite.
Lions.
Yeah, this is This is crazy. I'm a huge Ravens guy, but I think I might have to ride with the Lions here. Lions +3 and money line.
Lions being underdogs doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's a trap.
Yeah, I know. Like Lions and Dolphins underdogs this week. Like, are they traps or is that the lock? Who knows?
All right. Raiders at the Bears.
Wait, you didn't make your pick.
Lions. Raiders at the Bears. Raiders are 2.5-point favorites.
And Raiders are not with Jimmy G this week. We don't know who's starting, Brian Hoyer or Aiden O'Connell. I wrote this down before the news, so I'm just gonna ride with it. I have Raiders money line.
Toilet bowl game.
Cabral?
I'm taking the Raiders as well. Isn't that kid Tyler?
Yeah,
Bagel playing again?
Fields isn't playing.
Yeah, so give me the Raiders.
I guess I'm going to take the Raiders too.
Jeez, we're like clean sweeping on all these picks.
I know, this
I
is
got
bad.
Raiders -2.5 money line.
I mean,
It was my lock of the week.
these
last
games
week.
are tough.
I don't know.
'cause, like,
I don't know how we're gonna fucking get someone to fucking do the pick and spread competition. The pot's at $40
Nah,
now.
I think I have a few that are different from
All
you
right.
guys.
I mean, yeah, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left. So let's try and be bold with these picks. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is favored by 2.5.
Give me Bucks minus 2.5. Hundo P. The Bake Show.
We're gonna clean sweep this one again.
Fuck.
We all
I
have
got
Bucks
minus
definitely.
2.5.
I mean, dude, as long as Ritter's your quarterback, you're not winning a football game.
You guys all picked Atlanta last week.
I didn't.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
give
I
me
was-
the
I was
fuck
only
it. Give me
one
the
fan of
Falcons.
Commanders.
I'll be the
You guys-
odd
you guys
man
all
out.
took Atlanta. At
Shut
home.
up.
Yeah, because of the defense, not because of Ritter.
I'll be the odd man out. I'm taking the Falcons. Fuck
I
it.
said Ritter's the worst quarterback in the league.
All right. Pittsburgh at the Los Angeles Rams. Rams are -3.
Give me the Rams minus 3. They're looking like that old offense. Cool.
Give me Pittsburgh. Fuck it. I'll be different.
No Kyrian Williams, Zach Evans in the backfield. Give me Pittsburgh.
Goose. Rams -3 in money line. Rams just picked up my guy Darrell Henderson. See if he's activated.
On the practice squad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's see if he's
Yeah, no,
activated.
finally.
They could call him up.
This is his first time on a team in a year, I think.
All
Yeah,
right.
since last season.
Next game. Arizona at Seattle. Seattle -7.5.
I have Seattle money line, 7.5.
Give me, to follow. I'm going to take the Seahawks money line, but like you've said in the past, the Cardinals, they stay in close games. Give me the Cardinals spread.
So I did say that. I used to say that, but they haven't been doing it the past couple weeks. I think the Seahawks are coming off a pissed off loss against the Bengals that they probably felt like they should have won. I think they're going to be pissed off this week, and I think they're going to kick the shit out of the Cardinals.
Yeah, Arizona activated Kyler Murray's 21-day window.
Is the spread 7.5? You said.
Yep.
We'll take Seahawks.
Jeez. All right. Green Bay at Denver. Green Bay's -1.5.
We all have the same one.
See,
for
this is going to be one where I want to be different, but who's picking the Broncos?
Green
Like,
Bay.
let's be
I'm
real.
not betting.
Green Bay.
Green Bay just, I don't know.
We're fucked. This is very lame.
All right, now this next one, though.
All right.
Every
Chargers,
single pick's the same.
Chargers at Chiefs.
Give me the
Chiefs
Chargers.
-5.5.
Chargers.
I'm actually taking the Chargers outright, too.
I mean,
Chargers
they're underdogs,
outright.
so.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chiefs. Both spread and money line.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs spread and money line as well.
I'm just thinking divisional game.
And
Is a divisional
Chargers just came off a game where they probably should have won, but Herbert threw an interception.
All right. Next game, we got Miami at Philadelphia. Philadelphia's favored by 2.5.
Fins up! Give me the Fins money line, baby. They should not be dogs.
Yeah, this is another one of those things where it's like, I don't know how it's a 2.5 spread and Miami's the underdog. I'm taking Miami.
Last time Miami was a 2.5 point underdog was to the Buffalo Bills. Everyone took Miami money line. The Bills ended up crushing them. They're a 2.5 point underdog this week versus another top tier team in the NFL. Eagles just had a bad loss to the Jets. Dolphins just had a very good comeback win against the Panthers. Everyone's going to be betting on the Dolphins. But the outcome always goes to Vegas, so give me the Eagles -2.5.
Bold. Very bold.
I just think the Eagles have honestly a bottom 10 defense. Actually.
Yeah, I think Dolphins. I'm rolling with Dolphins here, +2.5 and money line. I think I just don't see myself taking the Eagles after the loss last week to the Jets.
To Zach Wilson.
This might surprise
Yeah,
you.
like if you can't get it done versus the Jets, you're gonna get it done versus the number one offense.
45% of the public, Miami.
Really?
For
Interesting.
money line.
45%. Damn. So more money on
42% took the spread.
yeah. Damn.
Interesting. All right. San Fran at Minnesota. San Fran is favored by 7 points.
So, McCaffrey game time decision. Debo game time decision. I'm still going to take 49ers. But keep that in mind.
Give me the Vikings spread, Niners money line. Kirk's gonna improve to 3-9 on whatever that stat we read earlier in the group chat. I forget it.
Yeah, I think he's like 2-12 or something.
Mosick?
Yeah, Niners money line and spread. Niners had lost last week versus the Browns, but like I said earlier, Browns defense is no joke.
5 defenses.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said earlier, that Browns defense is no joke. But now they can.
Brock Purdy's going to bounce back to like a 4-touchdown game, and he's going to get praised like Jesus.
Purdy sucks. I don't care.
Hopefully McCaffrey plays because that is huge for them. Debo can sit out. It is what.
I mean, honestly, Elijah Mitchell can get it done on the ground.
Yeah, and that kid Mason.
Well, boys,
Mason.
my Pittsburgh Steelers money line against the 49ers week 1 was pretty stupid. Right? Now we're looking at 7-point underdogs against probably the best team in the NFL in most eyes. No Justin Jefferson. Team's looking like they're in shambles. But for some reason, I am going to be taking the Minnesota Vikings outright.
I hope you're right. I want you to be right so bad. I really do. You know what? I'm gonna ride with you. Give me the Vikings money line too. Skull.
Jesus.
I think this is a huge letdown spot for the 49ers. Vegas is going to be tripping on something. These primetime games are always iffy. You saw it last week with the Bills and Giants. I think it's going to be the same thing with Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I called it at the beginning of the season. It's reverse. Primetime Kirks, I think.
I was just about to mention that. Primetime. Dude, the stats, watch for Sunday and Monday. The stats are going to be going around. Kirk Cousins' fucking record on Monday Night Football against the spread and outright. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I got a couple fun facts right here. We got Kirk Cousins, 1-9 in his career, a 7+ point underdog.
They're going to 2-9.
Kirk Cousins, 2-10 on Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Jeez.
Look out. Doom, doom.
Skull.
That might be like the best celebration ever when Case Keenum was doing it.
Oh, dude.
When we went to Minnesota, it was
Bro,
electric.
Me and Cabral have done it, dude. It's fucking amazing.
You know,
wish
you
I
really feel like
experienced
you're a
that.
part of the community.
You really do. The Minnesota people are very nice.
Nicest people I ever met.
Oh, 100%.
Couple skulls, eh?
All right. We're heading into the end of the podcast.
No, but I just want to bring up, in Minnesota, when we were at that cool, like, lively bar, you could spill a drink on someone. They'll be like, oh, my bad.
Dude, you could spill a drink on someone and they'd be like, oh, man, do you need another one? Let me buy you one.
And then in Boston, you're getting punched in the face.
Yeah, 100%, dude. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, Minnesota people are like the nicest people I've ever met.
You literally do that in Boston, it's becoming a fucking jump fest. Like,
No, see,
5 on 5.
here's the difference. It's Minnesota. I spill my drink on you. They're like, oh, do you need another one? Yeah, I mean,
oh, you know,
I don't know why I sounded Irish, but
Like, oh, you know, I'm
trying to sound
going to the
Canadian.
bar right now.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you need another drink? Eh? In Boston, you spill a drink. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You spilled your fucking drink on me?
It's like, did you just fucking spill something on me, kid? You're going to pay for that.
We're going to the bar right now, and you're buying me another fucking Captain
Don't buy me a
Morgan.
drink, I'm fucking jumping you.
All right. Podlays. Touchdown one came very close last week.
Locks of the week.
Yes. Don't forget, game of the year, Penn State, plus 4.5. I think it moved down to 3.5, but I locked it in at plus 4.5. All right. Game lines. Joe, go.
Detroit money line.
So Detroit plus 3.
Yep.
All right. Cabral.
Rams, money line.
Rams, minus 3.
Money line.
Cool. Music. Game line.
Buccaneers, minus 2.5.
Locked. All right. I told you at the beginning of the season, the Broncos, I'm fading them all year, and it's been nothing but a damn profitable system. They are 0-5-1 against the spread. Look for them to go 0-6-1 against the spread this week because I am taking the Green Bay Packers minus 1.5. Anytime touchdowns. Joe.
Eckler is scoring this week. He didn't score last week. It's happening. He got punched in the face. It's comeback time, baby.
Give me KW. KW3, Kenneth Walker, baby. He's scoring. It's easy.
We're going with Cooper Kupp this week.
All right.
Could see him scoring one. Scored last week, so.
And I'm going to go with a Jalen Hurts tush-push touchdown this week. All right. Props. Joe.
Hill over yards. It's at 97. It's going to be an absolute shootout against Philly.
97's like crazy just to bet on.
He has like
That's just your normal yardage is like 100. Holy shit.
I know that's actually
That's
how
not
good
an
he's been this
alternate.
year.
Yeah, I know,
That's
it's not an alternate.
All right,
He's averaging like 100.
Cabral.
That's crazy.
Tua over 276.5. So if
Lock
mine
it
hits
together.
yours, it's
Did
probably
they just fumble again? Oh my god.
Music, prop, go.
This might I might regret this one, but Daniel Carlson over 1.5 field goals.
I love it.
Lock
I
it in.
love
Is it
that.
because you picked him up on the waiver
Lock
wire
it in.
on your
With
fantasy
stars in
team?
the fantasy too. Lock it in. I need at least 2, brother. Come on.
All right,
Come
mine's
through
going to
for
be
us.
Patrick Mahomes over 284 passing yards. I think the Chiefs offense is going to go back to the Chiefs offense this week. It's going to be an absolute shootout between him and Herbert.
I kind of feel like this is like an actually doable parlay.
100%.
Like I might pair all of them in one. Like a 13 legger.
How did the order go for the draft? Let's wrap this up.
It goes you, me, and then I don't know.
Moosic, then I have last pick. I have 4.
Fuck that.
Moose, you ready? Get your list up for the fall
I
draft.
got a
man.
list.
We're doing it off the top of our heads, so Moose, don't be a fucking snail. All right, we're doing a fall draft. Anything about the fall, anything goes. So if you spit it, we're not going to negotiate. We're not going to fucking negate it. You know, we can have a conversation, but whatever you pick, you pick. My first pick, football.
Love it.
Easy 1-1. Joey?
My first pick, Call of Duty. Gaming with the boys. It's back. Every November, Call of Duty releases. We're running 6-mans, and we're running them cheeks out the lobbies. Like, I'm dropping 20 kills a game in Search. Like, best time of the year. in my
Gambit.
opinion.
All right, Moose.
Gabagool. Kid was not prepared for this.
We'll say Thanksgiving.
Good pick.
Yeah, I have like 10 things written down, dude. I couldn't think of anything.
All right,
Can't go wrong with all the food. Come on. It's a good time.
All right, with my back-to-back, we're going to start off with Halloween. And then we're going to bounce up to Celtics basketball coming back.
So there's like NBA in general.
Yeah, put a Celtics logo.
I don't know how I'm going to make the draft for this online.
You can just like type the words.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
Moose,
true.
you're up.
Hoodie weather.
Hoodie
Ooh,
weather.
That's a great pick. Had it written down.
All right, Joe.
Is it not you?
No, it's you.
Really?
Yeah.
Transitioning into hot coffee. No more cold coffee.
Facts.
It's hot coffee season.
And I would say winter is more for the hot chocolate,
Yeah,
though.
hot chocolate.
Yeah,
But
that's
right
not a
now
fall
it's
thing.
like we're transitioning into the hot coffee.
I'll drink iced coffee in the middle of January.
Love
Like,
that.
never switch.
Yeah, that's like Boston fucking
Nah,
mentality.
I see what you're saying, Joe.
All right, mine is pumpkin spice.
Yeah, that was
Love
gonna-
love
that
me
was
some
gonna be mine.
pumpkin. Love me some pumpkin shit.
Not a big pumpkin guy, honestly, but it's a
Pumpkin
great pick.
spice coffee is like actually underrated.
I can't get into it.
So good. And like pumpkin pie.
My thing is like it like kind of transitions with like the hot coffee, like hot pumpkin spice from Dunks. It's like it's always a hit for me.
My third pick, apple cider donuts.
Ah, damn it.
Fuck.
It's a
Joe,
phenomenal
what were
pick.
your last 2 picks, Joe?
I was gaming
Oh,
and,
just one?
and
And
hot coffee.
Yeah, all right. Damn, apple cider donuts is a great one. That
That
might be
was
that
phenomenal.
might be the best pick so far. I probably should have went with them over hoodie weather.
Your pick.
No, it's Joseph's.
Again.
Yep.
Give me cuffing season.
Cuffing season.
It's that time of the year, dude. We need to get a girlfriend, dude. It's been like 6 years for me. I'm running dry.
Yeah, seeing how we're running this podcast, I don't think the girls are too into us right now.
Yeah, it's over with. Like, please, I need a girlfriend. Yo, I'm ready to get on my light skin shit. You heard me?
Yeah, just pumpkin in general.
Your turn.
What's up?
I'm gonna put in the graphic like pumpkin shit.
I'm just gonna write it. Just send me that.
Yeah, like just like
Yeah,
everything that is pumpkin.
for my pick, we'll take the fall leaves. Nice colorful leaves on the tree.
So like season changing.
Yeah, nice scenery.
Leaves.
Fucking
All right.
dork.
What's wrong with that? You're just doing a nice drive. You see all the trees. You're like, oh shit, it looks beautiful.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
I think it's sick.
You know, give me horror movies. You know, Leading up to Halloween, ripping all of those.
Yeah.
All right, your last pick.
You're the type to watch horror movies by themselves. In their room, all lights are off.
Your last pick, bro.
Just give me the weather. I love the weather in the fall. Not too cold. Not
I
too
took
hot.
hoodie weather.
Yeah, he took hoodie weather.
All right, so give me hoodies. You can't take both.
That's just saying.
No, you
No,
can't take both.
just do like.
You got hoodies or the weather?
Like sweatpant weather. You could take
Bro,
that.
that's like the whole thing. It's a hoodie weather.
You suck. You can't take two things.
Bro, just take sweatpants.
My last one is something you guys aren't going to touch.
All right, so I guess since Moose's cheating, just give me flannels.
Flannels. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I was gonna have that.
Moose, last pick.
Oh my God!
Candy. Halloween candy.
Good
What
pick.
are you 10?
Joe.
Give me Turkey Day.
Wait, what?
Moose
what
took
was that?
Thanksgiving.
No, I mean like football. Like
Oh, Thanksgiving football?
Quincy versus North, like the classic. We're not in high school anymore. We don't attend it, but that was electric back in the day.
Okay, Quincy versus North Quincy football. Mine's gonna be Veterans Day. My favorite fucking one of my favorite fucking. I mean, dude, not only for the veterans, but just everyone. You get a day off of work,
True.
right? For me, I get free fucking food all day. I'm a fucking king on Veterans Day. It's fucking phenomenal,
Just
dude.
stole our tax dollars
last-
for 4 years.
No bullshit.
I'm kidding.
Fucking dude. Last Veterans Day, dude, went to IHOP, got a free stack of pancakes. Then I went to lunch, got free Buffalo Wild Wings. They give you like fucking 10 fucking wings and a bunch of fries. And then for dinner, I went to I think it was Applebee's, dude. Oh, dude, you can literally go anywhere on Veterans Day and just get whatever the fuck you want if you're a veteran. It's amazing, especially if you're in a military town. It's nuts.
Oh, I'm sure. No, it's definitely clutch for you. Well, it's clutch, actually, like you said. No work that day.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's a fucking 3-day
I love,
weekend for
I
everyone.
love that pick. Shout out all the veterans.
Yeah, shout out all the veterans.
Dude, Celtics are up 50.
Jesus.
All right.
What the fuck?
Well, boys, I know that was a long show. I know we kind of rushed it at the end. Hopefully we get someone to enter the picks competition this week. $40 payout now. It's going up $5 every week.
Yup.
The only winner has been my little cousin Logan, week 1, and it was only $20. So
We're at 40 now?
yeah,
Big
we're at
pot,
40
big
now.
pot.
So it's a big pot. It's worth putting yourself into it. Remember, Penn State plus 4.5. I know it's at 3.5 right now. Buy it up a point. I locked it in at 4.5 when it was at 4.5. Penn State 4.5. Game of the year.
Lock it in.
Lockington.
Anything else to say before the pod ends?
Bet Tatum MVP, parlay with Celtics finals now.
As I said, cuffing season, so just hit me up.
Yeah, it was solid.
Follow all the socials. Link down in the description.
All right. Love you guys.
Signing
Thank you.
off.